respect of everything.
As much as a black wearing hoodie. Do you honestly think there would be a difference in how this?
I've been arrested. I was wearing
exactly the same thing.
I was wearing a suit. When I was working in Tower Hill, I was wearing a suit. A better suit than I possibly ever wore. I was wearing a suit. So they didn't ask me no question. They didn't ask me no question. They put me in a cell.
Tell me a story.
I was in the club.
But the narrative is they make it seem that we're the trucks.
About 20 people.
This boy's an empty for the job.
You didn't do anything. You didn't ask the questions. Put me in a cell. The point of it is that it doesn't matter what the police are doing. At the end of the day, if they're doing it to the boy in the hoodie, then they might as well be doing it to the boy in the hoodie. Just like is that I know you're the boy who can't make it with them. Based on what the other side is doing, we have to do things how we do it. We all
and people should have the freedom to express themselves and dress in the way that they want to without having that.
And the same way, if I have pride in my homeland, the same way, some of you guys know how you wait. You run Stamford Hill, you run Golders Green, no one can touch you there. At the end of the day, well, listen, no one's trying to touch you. The point we're making is that all we need is to look at ourselves and have the same level of sovereignty ourselves. And if a policeman won't touch us, then it's not going to go down. Because look at gang that are here right now. I've been around them when the police want to clean them off, and the police have no choice. They can't do nothing. They're not allowed. Do you know what I mean? So
why do you guys support the label black though?
When you say the label black, what are you referring to?
As in not far skin color.
I mean, I know that a lot
from the stereotypes.
I know the majority of the people from where I'm from consider themselves as black, so that I can associate with that tribe. I'll see them as black. I'm not going to be restricted by any of the stereotypes or anything of what black means. I'm not going to stop it. I'm not going to say they're not going to give me a job because I'm black. However, I'm going to make sure that the black man is proud of himself, because when I was young and I consider myself a black boy, I wasn't as proud. So we need to do something to build for them, because right now they consider themselves as black, and then we can become melanated African kings and queens.
You see, and here's part of it again. See, the media, they use the word black negative all the time.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Exactly, that's why we got to flip it.
Then they come out and say, we're having a black day, among other things. It's also up to the media to tell these people what the word means, how it starts, and how it affects people. But they never do these things. So I keep saying the media is completely and 90% responsible. So most of all of this, government and the media.
And I also think that because obviously we're the minority in the country, all the ethnic minorities, we're the minority in this country. They feed you guys on a diet that we are the problem. If you notice, when news is reported, they make sure that they say our ethnicity for a reason. They want the majority to feel safe and that the minority are the issue. That's why like immigration is so hard in Brexit. All of these things are getting pushed because it's like, oh no, people, second-class citizens are intruding our peace, and they're the problem. This black boy has done a crime, and then when a white person does it, you say this white male has committed an offence. That doesn't happen. It's always black or Asian or pink.
The reality. Yeah, but there's a reason for that.
Yes, there's a reason for that because they want to see. Yes, because you're the majority, so they want to make sure that you guys have that peace and that the minorities, all the problem is pushed onto the minority.
Do you know what, on that point though? So do you think it's a crime what the Jewish man does to the Palestinians? Sorry? Do you think it's a crime what the Jewish man does to the Palestinians in Palestine? Or do you in fact, better question, do you think you're better than a Palestinian?
Who is the Jewish man?
Okay, no, do you think you're better than a Palestinian? That's my question.
In what way?
In any way.
That's interesting. Because that means there's a way.
So the fact that you answer that is further evidence. So how can I base any reality based on what you're saying? Because you're clearly living in this world where you have higher stature than anyone. And I rate my Palestinian brother the same way as I rate myself.
You asked, answered, and added on.
Okay, sorry, no. I'm waiting for your answer, my bro.
Words in my mouth, but you're right.
Are you better than a Palestinian?
I think that the Jewish faith, the person of Jewish religion, is the highest spiritual level. But look.
So what does that quantify into in our real world?
That is only in a spiritual way, in the relationship with God. I think that is according to my belief, which I believe is true. I say according to my belief, I'm not qualifying. I believe there is the absolute truth that I have a special relationship with God. He demands from me more, many commandments, or everything that from the Jew, from the Jew, than anyone who is not Jewish.
You don't think that feels
But hold on. That's correct. Hold on a second. If a lie is told and it's not rebuked, then it is considered truth, and that is a lie. So we cannot go on until that is rebuked. That is not true. Aren't you want to be like the Ethiopians? Aren't you want to be like the Ethiopians? The so-called Jewish person is of no more importance than the Ethiopians or
we can talk about where he gets his spirituality. But let him finish. I want to let him finish.
No, you can go on.
But also be clear, this is about religion. Any person, it's not a race. Anyone can become Jewish and share that special bond with God. So in that way, I believe that I'm better. Or better isn't in the wrong word. I'm on a higher spiritual level than not just Palestinians, but I have a special bond with God that nobody else.
The reason why we highlight and the reason
you're entitled.
God loves us. God is not
and you know what, yeah? And you know what, my brother? But you know what? No, it's not true. It's not true and it's not fair. Because no, it's not true and it's not fair. The reason why it's not true and it's not fair, because I mentioned the Palestinians. We're talking about Israel, where Israel clears people off land as a point of you are worth less than me. So forget the religion for a second. Forget your spirituality. Is the child, the mother, the father worth less than you as to why you can live in his land and he cannot live there?
I live here.
No, I'm talking about your people.
I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. You're asking me to defend the entire policy of anything that Israel
Well, you just
what? There are things I disagree with what they do. There are things I agree with, but it's not up to me to defend or not defend. It's irrelevant to me.
Then you just ask us to defend.
Your answer there is the validity that your nation gives for the atrocities they occur.
I don't care what you wear. I don't care what you wear.
My friend,
yes.
The reason that you said, the rationale that you just came up with, is the same reason that your people have for clearing off these people. No, it is. That's what Netanyahu says. That's what all of them say. So if that's what they say, and that's what you say, how can I differentiate you between the person that's killing the children in Israel and Palestine? What is the difference?
I'll answer. Do you realize that Netanyahu is absolutely not a practicing Jew? I'm talking. You asked me about. They're two different things. He is absolutely not a practicing Jew. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in any.
I don't believe any Jew believes in God.
I do.
Huh?
All the most religious.
What you do at home, that's your business. However, if you believed in God, you would not be clearing children off their land.
Well, I'm not, am I?
What your people are. Your people are, and the rest of
what do you want me to do?
What do I want you to do?
Yeah, well, how's that my problem?
There's always a role for people in this movement. You go to your people and tell them what they're doing is wrong. Make that movement. Go and make that voice, because that voice is there. Go and join that tribe, my brother. No, my brother. I'm not expecting you to go and get yourself killed. All I'm saying is don't perpetuate. All I'm saying is don't perpetuate the rhetoric. But you have just perpetuated the rhetoric that the Jewish man is better than any other man.
That's with the bond.
You did. No, you did say that.
Saying spiritually, I have a different bond.
So that means that you can clear children off their land. But that is.
No, it doesn't. I did not say that, and that's what you're saying.
It clearly doesn't bother you enough to go say anything about it, right?
There are lots of things in the world, lots of injustices that bother me.
But the one that directly relates to your people doesn't bother you enough to do or say anything about it, does it?
It doesn't directly relate to my people. It's not. You're making.
You're a Jew, and what other Jews are doing makes you feel no way.
I'm not holding you responsible for every black person in the world.
Well, listen, I run an organisation called BPG Black People Giving. Those young boys, I feel responsible for them. I want to help them. When I see a young boy doing something on the street, I want to help. I feel responsible. When I see him get stabbed, it hurts me because he looks like me. That's my people. Same way as you in the Jewish, if something that you in your state does, it affects you, my brother.
We're not saying that you're responsible for all of them, but it's a thing where when you asked us a question about potentially changing the stereotypes of young black men, you know, so we are also asking you a question about your Jewish community and how to potentially change their view on how they see the world, or how you see even yourselves in terms of putting yourself above people on a certain level. Because I'll be real with you, you know, others really don't see you as a Jewish man on a higher spiritual level, on a higher spiritual plane than us as melanated beings. You know, really and truly, like, you need to take a second to take a step back and actually humble yourself to the Most High God that created us all. Created us all.
Okay with me, and I'm not enforcing my view on you. I'm not telling you have to.
But you can't, and you feel like you can. It exudes on everything.
So
you wash your legs.
Nah, he does, man. He does. No, you know
and give him some.
There's no time to talk to individuals.
I am only ever speaking to individuals. I don't accuse
No,
you.
you asked me about us wearing ghetto
I'm asking about
wigs
you.
on mask.
Yeah, I'm saying.
So you telling me I'm wearing a suit. You telling me that we need to wear a suit.
I think you misunderstood my question.
That you are of a higher spiritual order.
I'm asking about you specifically promoting or getting black youth to dress or you're getting
to wear. Everyone wears what they want to wear. Everybody wears what they.
Do you know what I mean? Because wait, hold on.
But everyone does what they want, and yet you still see yourself having a role in influencing people to what they should be doing. Yeah. So why don't? My question was, why not influence them to dress to the white stereotype? So therefore, perceptions of people all over will be changed. That was my question.
I was gonna say because
that was my question. I'm not saying I think you're stupid because you're black. I never said that. I'm saying why not get people, or since you influence them, get them to dress more to the white stereotype in order for perceptions in general to be.
I want to say something.
I'm asking. I'll be helpful. I don't know Sean personally. I know many.
I want to point something to you.
By the way, I've got black neighbours. I'm friendly with them. No, my next door neighbour.
I've got black friends, so I'm not right.
I don't personally have any fights with anyone because of their
I want to
colour.
point something.
My next door neighbour.
Come on, brother. I want to paint something to you, sir.
Yeah, sure.
They were Jews, Ethiopian Jews.
Yes.
They are black.
Yes.
They went to Israel, but they don't treat them like Jews. That's number one thing.
That's wrong.
And secondly, Orthodox Jews are the worst kind of religious people on earth. They don't even associate with anybody. You don't shake hands with anybody.
Shake your hand
Might
right
be
now.
because you're in Hyde Park. But I met a lot of them in all those places I'm staying. They don't care about nobody. And then another thing, the Prime Minister.
I want to make my point because I need to. Okay, go on.
The Prime Minister, your Prime Minister.
No, it's not my Prime Minister. My Prime Minister is Theresa May.
The Prime Minister Netanyahu.
That's not mine. Leave him out of me. It's got nothing to do with me.
He made a statement about black people in Israel.
Maybe.
He said they are like parasites.
I don't know what he did. Maybe he did. Then he's wrong. But
Now, the Prime Minister of Israel, he wants to grow marijuana in Uganda, and he knows marijuana can really mess up the brain of people there. Why doesn't he grow it in Israel
ask him.
and he want to grow it in Africa?
ask him.
And not only
It's not
that,
my Prime
Let me
Minister.
make a point. I want to make a point, my friend. I want to make a point, my friend. I want to make a point, my friend. Because no, my friend. No, you said two things today. Yeah. You said one about the suit, yeah, and saying that for a black man to want to get a job, he should conform to society, right? And you was wearing a suit today, therefore are a symbol of society, and me are on the other side, yeah? That's one thing. That's one thing you said. That's one thing you said, yeah?
Yes.
The second thing you said is that the black man should have to, as en masse, have to conform to this. So what I'm saying is that, what you're now saying is that you are a symbol of that society, and I'm a symbol of another society, yeah? So I'm going to answer for the black man right now, and to a degree, I therefore expect you to answer for your society. So the stereotype of the clothes, we've dealt with it. The stereotype of the Jews being destructive, like hating people in the world and doing what they can to murder and make people feel like lesser than them in the world, is a stereotype that I hold, and I feel, and we know, and it continues to get perpetuated in the media and how you guys interact. So I'm asking you, what are you doing in your community to stop that rhetoric? Because you're doing it right now. I can't stop the black boy doing. That's happening right now. So what can you do? What do you think it's right for you to be okay, still giving the spiritual validation for it? You just said it. You're better than somebody based on your. Sorry.
No,
you said that's your belief. You said that's your belief.
I'll keep correcting you.
You said that's your belief.
Sorry, I'll keep
that's
correcting
your
you. No,
belief.
but I didn't. You keep adding on that validation. I have never said it's okay to throw out people from their homes. I said what we believe is that if you belong to the Jewish faith, which by the way is not a race issue, anyone can become Jewish, you have a special bond with God. That's what I believe. You don't need to believe that, it's irrelevant, but the only ramifications for that are on a spiritual level. It has nothing to do with throwing people out of their homes. And you're conflating that with what Netanyahu, who's not a practicing Jew,
reality of global politics right now. That's the reality of global politics right now. So we come in speaker's corner with my Muslims over there, my black conscious over there, my Christians over there, and my Muslim brothers over here, and talking about issues, and you now separate from the reality of the global rhetoric, because right here we're all a symbol of this global rhetoric, my brother. So you can't now disassociate yourself from the Jews whilst telling you, hey, you blacks, stop wearing hats. Like, no, like you gotta be who you are, and I'll be who I am. I'll back my brothers, and you back yours.
First of all, to be clear, very clear, because I don't care what you wear. I never said you should. My question, and I absolutely believe that a black 19-year-old wearing a suit would maybe would get stopped by the police, but certainly not with the frequency that a black youth wearing a hoodie would. Because clothes do give, it's not just about skin color, it's also about the way you present yourself. Therefore, my question to you at the beginning, and my question all the time was, since you're trying to better your community, not just within themselves, but that they should not be persecuted, wouldn't it be also wise to teach them how to present themselves in a fashion that they shouldn't be looked down upon, not because that there's a correct way, but because it's a majority, not because it's the correct.
Hold on. So can I ask you a question?
Because it's easier for a 19-year-old black to put on a suit than it is for 85% or many of the rest of the people, the majority, to change their mindset. And since you want to do what's best rather than what's right, my question was, since you want to actually...
I would rather do what's right.
I'd rather
truthful. I'd rather do what's right and truthful.
Good answer, but that was my question.
So a question to you.
Yes.
As a man, I don't know, do you have a degree?
I don't. But by the way,
no problem.
Just 1 second. I just want to answer one question. What I do like to you talk about that, not to perpetuate that stereotype by Jews. As I said, my neighbours on either, well, now actually the house next door, he used to be black. He died eventually, but when I had black neighbours on both sides, I was friendly with my neighbours, and that is the way I would show the people who I know I talk to them. I've got nothing against them. I would talk to them.
Friend, I need to explain to you something, I need to explain to you something, because where you're missing it, is that your perception is warped. And I need to explain to you exactly why. So firstly, all right, cool. Would you class yourself as an intelligent man?
Yes.
So, why? Okay, why? No, why? No, why? Why would you class yourself as an intelligent man?
Because I believe I understand when people explain things, and I'm curious and ask questions, and I'm open to listening. So I think these are all the measures of intelligence.
Beautiful. I'll go with that. You're an intelligent man. So you're an intelligent man in your suit right now, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So if I see you picking stuff from the bin potentially, or maybe in a homeless space because your family has thrown you out or something like that, are you still an intelligent man? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful. So the only thing that has changed, is maybe the person who's looking at you in terms of, all right, now you're wearing a suit, right, this guy must be intelligent. So me as a person, I say, now you're wearing a suit, you must be intelligent. Now I see you picking up a bin, you must be a stupid ass, yeah?
Yes.
You as a person has maintained the same, and your intelligence.
Yes.
So who's the problem with, me or you?
Well, when you say problem,
so
who's wrong?
Who's got the wrong perception?
The perception.
Yeah,
that's absolutely true.
So would that be me in that case?
Yes.
So, just like I would be wrong in that case, if I was wearing a suit and I looked and was perceived as very, very intelligent in your view, and now I'm in my raggy clothes and I'm still very, very intelligent in my view, who's wrong? Who's wrong? Is it the perception or the individual?
I accept that.
So you've accepted that.
I accept that was from the beginning. That wasn't. I've always accepted that you personally, you could be an intelligent
No,
person.
forget about me personally.
Yeah,
but,
my
no, wait,
question
no,
was... Yes.
No, but hold on, you're missing the
Okay,
point. You're
yeah,
missing the
yeah,
point.
okay, go on, let me
because
hear it,
we
yeah.
just agreed that it was my perception that was wrong of you as an intelligent man in a suit, as an intelligent man out of the bin. Yeah?
Yes.
That was my perception that was wrong. So, me as an intelligent man, yeah, in a suit or in my clothes like this, whose perception is wrong?
The perception.
The perception,
yes,
that
the
perception,
perceiving,
or that perception of a dumb black, that perception
Yes.
would be wrong.
Yes.
So, what I'm trying to get you to establish, friend, that there is nothing wrong with what is outside of you as the young black man and woman. The only thing that is wrong, and I'm not saying you, but it's your perception and the further perception of the people that you know and are behind you and the media and that. And if you want to fix something in the world, instead of telling you black, you stop change, you black, you change the way you dress, change inside of you
I
and
would
see
say-
it grow outside.
My point is that this reality that you're able to live in is marshmallow. It doesn't exist yet. But it's only been perpetuated because of the death and the destruction and the bad deals and the evil deals that's been made by like global politicians probably like 50 years ago. But look around us, my brother. It's all crashing. And right now, people are waking up and they know the truth. And they're building blocks based on truth. And right now, you're building on marshmallow, my brother. What's gonna happen? We need to, if we're gonna actually have any dialogue as the Jewish man and the black man, as the white and the black, as anyone, we need to live in truth. We can't live in this reality where I have to explain my young cousin, because my young cousin is not youth. My young cousin is just somebody who wears a hoodie. And all he is a child, and a child needs to be taught, and some society means that some bad things happen sometimes, but we don't want to act like a black child is more likely to be bad than he is likely to be good. It's based on how you cultivate them. I'm from Nigeria, and you go there and you see amazing, incredibly intelligent young people that work harder than any boy here. Go and ask a young 19-year-old boy for his business plan in Lagos. He'll show you a business plan because he's just looking for an opportunity. And we're out here acting like, say, they're more predisposed to be black because they're black.
But I think I wasn't saying that, certainly.
No, but that's what the stereotetype perpetuates.
But that's my point.
But it's a fiction.
Like I explained before, I think very few people would argue that a 19-year-old black with a suit would be stopped by the police as much as a 19-year-old in a hoodie. Now, you tell your cousin or your friend, be true to yourself, you wear a hoodie. By the time he's 20, he's been stopped 50 times by the police. He's developed a hatred to the police, and he's going to act accordingly. Maybe not, but it's a good chance that he's now going to view the police and the whites as the enemy because of the way he's been treated. Absolutely. Now, you tell your 14-year-old cousin, look, it's not, there's nothing wrong with the tracksuit, but because you live in a society, wear a suit, yeah? So he's going to get at 18, 19.
Yahushua ben Dawed, Dawed will merge with Yahushua ben Yosef.
Okay. So,
mystery.
Yeah.
Babylon, the world will come down.
So now you're 19-year-old.
We have to pray for each other. Yeah. Ashkenazi, sorry to interrupt. Ashkenazi and Asa one to Mashiach. And they that after Israel will join, and the strangers shall join, and others will show themselves Israel. So three Israel. One Elohim, no three. So we cannot fight against them. We must pray for the unity of peace. Right? They will come against us, but they will not prevail. That's the prophecy. I say nothing more. I'm not a prophet.
Okay. So now if you've taught your 14-year-old brother, for example, wear a suit, yeah? So by the time he's 20, he's only been stopped, let's say, 5 times by the police. And I'm giving examples, yeah? So now he doesn't see the white or the majority as an enemy. And now he's a happy law-abiding person because of his experiences. So you might say, well, he's not been true to himself, but now at 20, 21, 22, 23, he's free to explore other modes of dress, but you've helped him grow into a healthy individual, rather than if you've told the person, no, you continue to dress this way, in the way that you will be stopped and searched, and you will experience racism, and by the time he's 20, he will have experienced racism, so he sees that because he's had this, that was my question the whole time. It wasn't about, I know it's wrong, but you're not teaching the world. You're helping your cousin.
I completely understand actually what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, I completely understand it in terms of teaching them, or not even teaching them, being smart.
Yeah.
Essentially, moving in stealth. You want to be a strong African man, you don't want to be stopped by the police wearing a suit so you can smile past them. And I understand that, which is fair. But again, again, I take you to the fact that nothing is wrong with that African man walking. It is about the external forces. So I understand, and I'll take it as, you know, a side note in terms of even me sometimes, yeah man, I might, you know, look a bit fresh so that, yeah, I'm not even so that maybe I'm going into a business meeting, I want to look a bit professional. You have to put a face for whoever you're presenting to, you know. But what's important is the fact that when it comes to those people or those interactions, those are external forces dealing with that king who's walking, that king who is in a hoodie, you know, who maybe just finished his degree or maybe just did that. So again, the problem isn't that king, that problem is the individual. So instead, my friend, with love and kindness and compassion, instead of having this conversation with me, telling me to tell my young kings and queens, intellectual mathematicians to change the way they look, you need to speak to those other people and change the way that they look at them.
It's true, but I think it's easier.
It's true.
It's quicker to teach.
No, it's not. It's not.
So
it's not quicker to take someone away from how they naturally feel and their natural truth to someone who's acting through hate and fear.
I get your point.
Do you know what I mean? You're acting through hate and fear. We're acting through love and truth for ourselves, and you want us to change. Is that in the Torah?
You know the young children, the young 16, 15 and 16, 17-year-olds, do you believe that they wear tracksuits to school?
Probably not.
No, so what are they wearing when they go to school? Suits, ties, uniform, right? And when they get stopped by police at alarming rates, do you think that's, what's the issue then? Is it that they're not presentable? What is it then? What's the issue then?
I'd question the fact that I'd question whether they get stopped.
Right, so here's the thing. I understand that, and that's probably because you live where you live. Yeah. We are on ground. We see it. So I'm telling you, it's not an opinion.
Do you not think that with a 19-year-old in a suit or in a tracksuit, there's no difference in the way that we
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I'm asking. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you the way they're seen. But again, I take you back to truth. Is the fact that they are not wrong for doing that. So it's almost the fact that you keep going back there. I'll be honest, it's a bit of a fire.
The misunderstanding. Here's where the misunderstanding.
Do you not understand that?
I know where you're misunderstanding.
Hold on. I think what I'm saying is perhaps be smart in the way you present yourself.
And maybe be a bit more.
You're saying is be honest, be truthful in the way you present yourself. And that is really the clash.
What you're saying sounds like it's. Hold on. What you're saying sounds like it's good advice, but because it doesn't deal with reality, that's the reason why there's a misunderstanding. Let me explain. Yeah, you believe that we're being subjugated because of the way in which we dress, right? And we're telling you that the majority of our race goes to work not in tracksuit bottoms, in suits. They go to school in suits. If there was actually a correlation between tracksuits and crime, I would understand what you're saying. That's not a reality. The majority of our people are not doing what the stereotype is saying. So we don't need to conform to that stereotype as if there's an issue, because it's not real. And the people who are perpetuating the stereotype are the people telling us to conform. So we don't need to play to that. We don't need to play to that at all. It's not a real thing. Do you understand? And if it's the perception of the masses, hold on to that. No problem. Because we don't need the perception of the masses to change for us to do what we need to do. Does that make sense? It's not necessary.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Thank you. It's very enlightening. Nice talking to you.
I like that. Appreciate that. It's very enlightening.
Yes, good. Have a good day.
I hope you've been enlightened.
Your work. And,
I hope you've been enlightened.
I hope you're successful.
Thank you. Yes. Almost definitely. We are. Thank you. What's that again? Yeah, come man. Bring some of that cash, man.
Come take over everything from your melody.
Come, man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Yeah, look at his lips. He's got very full lips, you know, and people only associate.
He's off.
Yeah. That's the thing. I agree with you when you say that the original Egyptians were black. I agree with that, because if you look at the description,
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
So what do you think they look like then?